The verdict for the sex for contracts case involving former SCDF Chief Peter Lim will be out on May 31st. Both the defense and prosecution made their final arguments on Tuesday morning. Lim faces one charge of corruptly obtaining oral sex from former Nimrod Engineering General Manager Pang Chor Mui to further the business interests of her company. In the prosecution's oral submissions, Deputy Public Prosecutor Tan Kiat Peng brought up 4 elements of the corruption charge. Firstly, that Lim had obtained the oral sex from Ms. Pang as he had contacted her on the 2nd of May 2010 to give him a lift home. The prosecution said that Lim admitted during impeachment and in his statement that he wanted to give her the opportunity to have sex with him. Secondly, that the gratification was an inducement as Lim gave Nimrod advance information about the radiation portal monitor tender. Thirdly, that there is an objective corrupt element in the oral sex transaction as there is a conflict of interest when a senior civil servant engages in oral sex with a vendor's representative. And lastly, that Lim had guilty knowledge that he was engaging in a corrupt transaction with Ms. Pang because they did not meet up again after 2nd of May 2010 when the oral sex took place. The defense said that the relationship between Lim and Ms. Pang was between consenting adults and the oral sex done on an innocuous basis. Ms. Pang never asked for business favours and Lim did not indicate that such favours would be forthcoming. The defense added that Lim contacted Ms. Pang about the RPMs as the situation was urgent and Lim was a man of action and wanted to exhaust his options using his contacts. In March, the prosecution had applied to impeach Lim, citing inconsistencies in his testimony in court and CPIB statements. Lim's lawyer, Mr. Hamidul Haq, had said earlier on Tuesday that the points raised by the prosecution to impeach Lim were not critical and that the prosecution was cherry-picking statements. Under the Prevention of Corruption Act, Lim faces a fine of up to $100,000 and/or 5 years in prison.